Okay, guys, so let's begin here. So am I audible, guys? Everyone, please respond.
Yes, yes.
So as already we have discussed that the Azure Databricks, okay, what is Azure Databricks? Already we have discussed. Okay, just let me brush it up and then we'll start with the process here. Okay, so as you know, the Azure Databricks is nothing but it is one of the cloud service, guys. It is one of the cloud service, and this cloud service is basically used to perform the following jobs here. What is that? The first one we can say, guys, data migration, and then we have the data integration, data integration, then you have the data summarization, data migration, data integration, data summarization. So these are the tasks we can perform it by using the this, guys. These are all the things we have it. These are all the tasks, or these are all the jobs we can say, guys. These are all the jobs or tasks we can perform it by using the service called, what is that? Azure Databricks. So in short, this Azure Databricks is also called as what? ADB. In short, this one is called as what? ADB, which stands for Azure Databricks. So guys, Azure Databricks. So we have, what's that? Azure Databricks. So we are going to see this Azure Databricks with a code called, what's it? PySpark code, with the language called what? PySpark. Where the PySpark is nothing but it is the combination of, what is that? Python plus Spark, guys. Python plus Spark together is called as what? PySpark. Python plus Spark together is called as what? PySpark. So now, guys, okay, guys. So the next one we'll start with this. Okay, as you know that ADB, we are going to see it with the PySpark. So now, when it comes to this, guys, the whole process, of the Azure Databricks starts from what? Data, guys. That means what? Collection of data. So now tell me, from where do you get this data, guys, generally? Yeah, everyone, we get the data from the various sources of data. Am I right? We get the data from what? Various sources of data. We get the data from the various sources of data. Okay. We get the data from the various sources of data, guys. What is that? Sources of data, you can say, guys. We can get the various source of data. So what is the source of data, guys? The source of data is generated at various different level. So I can say the first one is social networking sites. For example, I'm telling you social networking sites, social networking sites. Okay. Then apart from this, what is the other source of getting the data, guys? Social networking sites, and you can say using the banking applications. We can get the data from the banking applications, guys, everyone. We can get the data from the banking applications. Okay. So banking applications are used at the bank sector. And these are the place where we can get, what is it? There is a massive amount of data that is called as what? Huge volume of the data. And apart from the banking applications, guide, what are the other sources where we can expect the data, guys? The social networking sites, banking applications, and then you have, what is that, guys, everyone? Social networking sites, banking applications. Okay. And then you have, what is that? Social networking sites, banking applications, and you can say human generated data, human, or I can say, guys, human or machine generated data, human or machine generated data. Then apart from this, guys, what is the other source of getting the data? Yes, everyone. So guys, human generated data or the machine generated data, data generated by IoT sensors, data generated by what? IoT sensors. So these are all the sources of getting the data, guys. Okay. So whatever the data generated by these sources, everyone, whatever the data generated by these sources, guys, everyone, this data is called as, guys, this data is called as what, everyone? This data is called as, this data is called as what, guys, everyone? It is called as the big data. This data is called as what, everyone? Big data. It is called as what? Big data. That is nothing but, the big data is nothing but, here you can say, guys, the massive amount of data. That is called as what? Huge volume of data. Huge volume of data. Okay. It is called as what? Big data. Huge volume of the data is called as what? Big data. Huge volume of the data is called as what? Big data. Very massive amount of data. And whereas, guys, this huge volume of the data, everyone, this huge volume of the data, everyone, okay, huge volume of the data. Okay, what's that? The huge volume of the data. Okay, the huge volume of the data. Here you can say, what's that, guys? The huge volume of the data. So huge volume of the data. Okay, here you can get the huge volume of the data, guys. Okay, so then you have what's it? The social networking sites, banking applications, human or machine generated data, IoT sensors generated data, various sources. Not only this one, guys, many other sources such as live streaming processes also there, where you can expect the massive amount of data. So these are all the sources we have it, guys. Okay, so here you can say, guys, the big data. So the what is that you have it? The big data. So big data is nothing but the huge volume of the data is called as what? Big data. Where this big data is basically classified into three categories. What is that, everyone? The first one, guys, everyone. What is that we can say? Everyone. Okay. So we can say, what's that, guys? The big data is classified into three categories. What is that? The first one is called as what? Structured data, semi-structured data, guys, structured data, semi-structured data, and the third one is called as unstructured data. Structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as, what is it, guys, everyone? Unstructured data. Semi-structured data is structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. So what do you mean by structured, guys? Let us try to discuss this. Okay, structured data is nothing but the data which is recorded in the form of a table. Table means what, guys? A table is the collection of, what is it, guys? A table is the collection of, what is it, everyone? Rows and columns. A table is the collection of rows and columns. A table is the collection of, what is it, guys? Rows and columns. Okay. A table is the collection of rows and columns. Okay, guys. A table is the collection of, what is it? Rows and columns. And then you have, what is it, guys? Semi-structured data. So guys, when you talk about the semi-structured data, everyone, when you talk about the semi-structured data, guys, the semi-structured data, okay, the semi-structured data is nothing but, everyone, the semi-structured data is nothing but the data which is recorded in the form of, what is it, guys? In the form of a JSON file, in the form of a HTML file, okay, or else in the form of, okay, guys, in the form of a JSON file, HTML file, and then in the form of, what is it, guys? XML file as well, XML file. So these are all the, okay, guys, these are all the forms of the data we have it, guys. Okay, just a minute. Okay, guys, so here you have what's that? XML format. And here, when you talk about the unstructured data, guys. So guys, when you talk about the unstructured data, so basically the unstructured data, guys, everyone, basically the unstructured data, that means there is no structure for the data. Basically the unstructured data is nothing but, guys, basically the unstructured data, there is no structure of the data, such as you have the photos in your mobile phone. Does the photos has any structure? No, nothing. And videos, unstructured. Voice notes, no structure. And then you have what's that, guys? Voice notes, photos, videos, chat history. This is also unstructured, guys. Okay. So these are the three categories of data. That means the massive amount or the huge volume of data, whatever we receive it, it is divided into the following categories. What is it? In the form of a structured data, semi-structured data and as well as the unstructured data. Now, guys, everyone just tell me, are you aware of the structured, semi-structured and unstructured? Or you want me to elaborate and tell me, please? Hello?
Yeah, aware of.
Yeah, so I think people are aware of a structured, semi-structured and unstructured as well as, okay. So guys, so this is how the data we have it. But when you talk about the structured, semi-structured and the unstructured, okay guys, so all of you please tell me, I got only one feedback. I want the rest of you guys to tell whether you people are aware of the structured, semi-structured and unstructured. If not, I'll take some examples and tell you guys. Why? Because this is a very, the whole game is we are going to play on this itself. Please. What about Nagarjuna and Praveen? Yes. Okay. Anyways, no problem. So what is it you have it? The structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. I'll give you a broad example here, guys. The structured, I'm just giving you a table, name, ID, sal, and job. These are the four columns I'm giving it, guys, everyone. Name, ID, salary, and job, guys. Name, ID, salary, and job. These are the four columns I'm giving it, guys. Okay. These are the four columns I'm giving it, guys. Name, ID, salary, and job. So the next one you have what's that? Name, ID, salary, and job. And you have what's that, guys? I'm using it Alan as the name. And then you have the ID, something like this, okay? And the salary is, let us say, 3,000, something, 30,000, something you can say, guys. And the job you can say, guys, clerk. And that's it. And now I'm using the second row that is called as the Bobby and something here 43 and 40,000. And you can say senior clerk. That's it, guys. Okay. This is called as, guys, everyone. This is called as the structured data, where the data is readily available to use. No changes are needed to use this data. No, do we require to make any changes? No changes. This is ready-made, perfectly fine cleansed data. You can use it as it is for the processing here. So this is called as structure. And when you talk about the semi-structured, guys, can you see here? The semi-structured data here, we can say, guys, the data which is recorded in the form of a JSON, HTML, and XML. So I'll explain you JSON. Okay, guys. So next, can you see here? Because XML and HTML, we'll see once we get into the subject here, guys. So JSON is nothing but what? Basically, I can say, guys, JSON stands for Java Script Object Notation File. That's it, guys. JavaScript Object Notation File. Okay. So JavaScript Object Notation File. So JavaScript Object Notation File. That is called as the JSON file, guys. Okay. A JavaScript Object Notation File. So here the data is recorded in the form of, what is it, guys, everyone? In the form of a key value pair. Key value pair. That means the key value pair. What is this key value pair? I'll explain you now. Okay. Make sure the column names are called as keys, guys. The column names are always called as what, guys? Keys here. The column names, okay. The column names are always called as what, guys? Keys here. Okay. The column name are also always are called as what? Keys here. So I can say, guys, key value pair now. So key value. So just give the column names. What's the column name you have it, guys? I'll take the first column. Column. So columns, can you see here? Column names are called as the keys, and the values are normally these are values. Man. And together the column names and values is called as what? Pair. Key value pair, guys. So I'll explain you here. No worries. So key value pair, the data is recorded in the form of a curly brace. So I'll use it the curly brace, opening brace, and the closing brace, guys. Here you have a opening and closing brace. I'll write the first key. What's the first key, guys? Key is the name now. So I'm using the name. Can you see it? Always make sure the keys are recorded in the quotes here. And then you can use it colon. What is it you have it, guys? ALN. That's it here. Okay. Comma. ID 54, comma, salary, guys, I can say 30,000. Numeric data will not be put up into the this one. Again, your what's it, guys, everyone? Job. What is the job you have it, guys? Can you see it? Look. Character data is will be put on, will be placed under the double quotes. That's it, guys. So finally, here you have it. Okay. So this is the end of the brace. Now, can you see here, guys? This is called as a semi-structured data, which the user cannot understand it fully, but still the user can understand it. Okay. So basically, as a job of the data engineer, guys, as a job of the data engineer, everyone, as a job of the data engineer. So what you will do, you will convert, guys, everyone, you will convert the is a structured data. So you will convert the unstructured data to semi-structured, and then semi-structured to structured. Then utilize this data for further processing. That's it. Okay. Utilize the data for the further processing. This is the major job of a data engineers. Okay, guys. So hope everyone is clear with the structured, semi-structured, and unstructured, guys. So this is called as a semi-structured. Unstructured means no structure. No structure at all. The photos in your mobile phone, videos, chat history, you will have WhatsApp chat histories. All this is what? Unstructured data. But now the next two question is, where does this structured, semi-structured, and the unstructured data will be recorded? This structured, semi-structured, or unstructured data, here it will be recorded, guys. Here it will be recorded, everyone. Here it will be recorded. Here it will be recorded. The structured, semi-structured, or the unstructured data. Here it will be recorded, guys, in the form of what is that? Everyone. The structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Here it will be recorded. Here it will be recorded in what is that? Azure storages. So guys, how many storages we have it, guys? 90 plus storages. How many? 90 plus storages. So these storages are common, guys. Common for what?
90, one second, 90 plus means 90 different types of storages or
90 different type of storages. 90 different type of storages. Okay.
blob storage like that, huh? Different.
Blob storage, ADLS Gen 2 is there, Azure SQL database is there, Cosmos database is there, SAP, integration database is there, and then we have the virtual machines. Likewise,
Okay, this
many
is up to
storages.
90 currently Azure supports. It will keep on adding based on
Yeah,
availabilities.
yeah, yeah, obviously. Yes.
It's like an adapter type of thing which connects.
No, because some of them are owned by Azure. It is not
Okay,
some other storages. Some of them are purely owned by Azure itself. And
okay,
some of them, the Azure is using as an integration process. That's it.
okay, okay. So you have something,
Yes.
some different type came
Like
means you have
Oracle
the
database
adapter
is there.
and
Oracle
connect.
database is not owned by Azure, no? But it can
Okay.
use it for it process, integration process. Anyway, so now we have what's it? 90 plus storages. So the first storage is what, guys? Azure Blob Storage. This is a very basic storage, guys. Azure Blob Storage. The Azure Blob Storage. What is that? The Azure Blob Storage can store any kind of data. So what is any kind of data, guys? It can store structured, semi-structured, and as well as unstructured. Any damn data you can store it here. No problem. At all you can. Okay, you can store any kind of a data. You can store it, guys. You can store any kind of a data, whether it is a structured, semi-structured, or the unstructured. No problem at all. But it can store up to what is that, guys? It can store up to 500 TB. That means 500 terabyte, not beyond this. This is the limited storage. This is called as what, guys, everyone? This is called as the limited storage. That is the drawback of Azure blob storage. That is called as what? Limited storage. Limited storage, guys. And the second one you have, what is it? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So this is the another storage, guys, where everyone, where can you see here? This is also, this also can store any kind of data, any kind of damn data you can store, structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. But this is, what is it? It is called as unlimited. It is called as what, guys? Unlimited data. No limitation for storing this data. Okay. And the third one, you can say, guys, Azure SQL database. That means on-premises SQL server, we say, na, that on-premises SQL server will become what? Azure SQL database, but it can store only one type of data, guys. No other type of data is supported here. That is called as what? Structured data. Okay, structured means tabular formatted data. No other type of data is supported here. Okay. And the next one you have, what's it, guys? Okay, guys. So here you have, what's it, guys? Azure SQL database is there. Okay. Azure SQL database is there. And then we have, what is it? Azure SQL database is there. Okay. Azure, then afterwards you can say, guys, Azure Cosmos DB. Cosmos DB. So Cosmos DB means what? Basically, the Cosmos DB is nothing but it is another type of database where it can store, guys, everyone, where it can store, what is that? Where it can store two type of, guys, two type of storage. That is nothing but data. That is called as what? Semi-structured and the structured. Unstructured is not supported. Okay. Why? Because this is called as a NoSQL database. It is called as what? NoSQL. That means there is no SQL. SQL language is not used. Okay. And the next one of Azure, everyone. Elastic pools. Elastic pool means what? This is also group of databases stored at a place. So hence, this can also store only the structured data, guys, not the semi-structured. Only structured. The word database comes means a structure only. Likewise, you have, what is that, guys? Again, you have the Azure Synapse Analytics. So Azure Synapse Analytics means what, guys? The Azure Synapse Analytics. The Azure Synapse Analytics is nothing but the data warehouse of Azure. Data warehouse of Azure. This is called as what? Data warehouse of Azure. Okay. So the Azure data warehouse is Synapse, guys. And as it is a Synapse, it can store only the structure, guys. No other type of data. Because the data warehouse always supports the cleansed and a proper formatted data. And this is the final layer of the data. Hence, we store what's the proper format of the data here. Okay. So that is why we call it as what? Azure Synapse Analytics here. Okay, guys. So likewise, you have many more, guys. Anyways, okay. So we will see it now. Anyways, one by one. Okay. So now here you have what's it? These are all the storages we have it, guys. Okay. So now, how to begin the process? How to start up the session? How to build up the session? Okay. So for that, guys, everyone, just everyone go here to the azure.com. Azure.com and get your registration done there. That means subscription, which will ask you for the debit or credit card. You have to either select the debit card or credit card. And once the debit or credit card, guys, once the debit or credit card is taken up, everything is done here. Okay. Once the debit or credit card is taken up, everything is done. Then what is the next process you have it, guys? Once the debit and credit card is done, it will take 2 rupees from your this one. Why? Because just for authorization purpose. And 2 rupees will be returned, refunded back to you in the next coming 8 days, because the banking process will take some time. So it will take, you'll get it in the next, okay, you'll get it in what? Next 8 days, you'll get it, guys. Okay. So yeah, okay, guys. So here you have it, guys. I can see uh, the same thing. Okay. So first of all, go to the azure.com, and then afterwards, once you complete the registration, it will reroute you back to the portal.azure.com. Now, this is the actual portal where you are going to work. Now, I will show you the process. How does it works, guys? I'm sharing my browser, everyone. Just can you see here? Use the azure.com. Use the azure.com, guys, everyone. Use the azure.com. And now can you see here? Click on the, can you see here? Get started here. And now try Azure for free, because free you take it for 1 month. Then afterwards you can upgrade yourself from the free to the pay as you go model. But if you take the pay as you go model at the beginning only, from the day one they will charge you. So just take try Azure for free. So it will take you back to this one, guys. So mine has already registered, so it's giving you my mail ID. And finally, once I click on them with this one, it will reroute me back to this page. What is that page? This is the page where we are going to work from right now, from tomorrow onwards. This is called as a Azure. This can you see here, guys? The Azure Data Factory you have, Databricks you have, Synapse you have, or Fabric you have. Every service you are going to use from this portal only. Okay. Can you see it?
So how is this billing? Is this is the highest cost? Databricks cost very high. Is it like that?
Obviously it will be high only, but Azure, controls that basically, because you
We
are
have
not going to pay directly to the Databricks.
once you create, we have to delete after.
Yeah, that the optimization techniques I will tell you for that.
Okay. So after this means all our work will be inside here or some other tool like Azure Notebook or something you said, no? Notepad.
You see your Databricks is there now.
Inside
Can you
this
see it?
notebook.
Yeah. Inside this we have to create the sessions now. Everything will be there inside the Azure Databricks.
Okay.
But this storage is whatever I told you just now. These are not these are not the Azure Databricks. You will have different. You have to integrate this storage with the ADB. Getting my point?
So in the projects and all, we have to decide which integration based on the existing data availability. We have to take that data existing
No.
from.
Yeah. My data is stored where that you have to pick up.
Mm.
You will not have an option to pick up that one or this one. We will not be having the option. Simply, they will tell you that the data is in this. Try to pick up, that is, pick up the data. Okay. So that's it. You have to do it, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. So here you have it. So this is the portal we have it. So I'm just showing you here, everyone. Okay, just open this. You have to create the session, everything. Okay. So okay. So basically, the Azure Databricks, it works on this structure. Yesterday I told you. First of all, the database session. Then we have to create a resource group. Upon the resource group, you will have the workspace. Upon the workspace, you will have the cluster. And upon the cluster, you will have the notebook. This is the session you have. Okay. So that's it. Okay, for the day, guys. And tomorrow, okay, we'll continue at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10. But from tomorrow onwards, we'll have a 1 hour session. Okay, wherein we are going to start the practicals from tomorrow onwards. Okay, and there will be a change in the link as well. It will be a paid link from tomorrow onwards. So just contact the DurgaSoft and get it registered, guys. Meanwhile, if you have any issues, you can just call me directly. I'll just give you my direct number here. This is my direct number, guys. You can call me if you require it. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, guys, for me? Yeah. Any questions for me now? Am I audible?
No questions.
Okay, guys. Thank you. So we'll just continue tomorrow. We'll start the practicals from tomorrow onwards. Okay. Thank you for running the class. Bye.
Thank you.